allotment this morning. It is a different day from usual, as yesterday I had to go out. But we're just here in the pumpkin patch. We've tried to clear out as many of the dead leaves as we could get to without kind of stepping on any vines or crushing any pumpkins, as there are quite a few growing near the front. And as you can see, quite a few growing in between. The vines on them are just starting to dry up now. So we're going to leave those for as long as possible to let them dry properly, and then we'll start harvesting them. I think where the older ones are starting to dry up, a lot of new ones are growing, because there's a lot of smaller ones growing here. It's like another small one just growing in here, and we've got some smaller ones just starting to come up now down here as well. I think these are going to be the white ones. I think as the older ones die back, newer ones will start coming up. So it looks like we're going to get quite a lot this year, because you can see already how big they've got as well. I know some are a lot smaller. I think they're just like a smaller sized squash anyway. But you can see a lot of small ones as well. So a good variety of sizes. With the watermelon, they're starting to come up now. Just cameraman, just to mind his foot he doesn't crush this one here. And there's a small one just growing up here nicely, slowly getting bigger. There's a large one here as well. That one's getting bigger now. I might have to put something under that one as there's not much straw there. On this one is still quite small. I don't know if that's just a small variety. I'll have to check with D. But the vine hasn't started to properly dry back yet, unless that's the one, because that's starting to grow dry, so that might be ready soon. We'll leave that there for now. Got these two here as well. Not sure what this is, if this is another one that's growing or if that's something else, but I'll leave that there and see if anything happens with that one. But this one's getting bigger. This one's getting a lot rounder now, so that should be fine. We haven't had much rain at all this summer. I think there's only been like a few showers that have lasted all of 5 minutes and then just stopped. So us coming down here and watering is the only water they're actually getting. The beans, you can see they're starting to produce some pods now, although they're going all curly. You can see all the mini ones here, so they should get bigger for us to be able to harvest some beans. The sweet corn here looks like it's getting bigger, so this one should be okay. So this is the jicama. I think it might grow similar to potato. You just got some weeds in here, so let's pull those out. I don't think they're supposed to be growing in there, so the leaves are coming up. And as I said, I'm not sure if they grow similar to potato. I'll have to look that up and see. It might be a case where we have to tip out the bucket. The strawberry patch, as again, more leaves are coming up, but there's still not very many strawberries on here. I don't know if it's because they're in the bed, or if they have to grow a particular way, or maybe they're not getting enough sunlight. There are just a few in between, but all we've gotten is like literally 5 or 6 when we come down, so not a bountiful harvest of those. These are my potato buckets. They haven't started coming through yet. I don't know if this one needs more soil over the top. Let's get a bit more soil over that one. I did water them. Just some rosemary that was in this bed. So hopefully they start germinating soon. So this corn is all to come out, the ones that are dried up. Since they're not going to grow anymore, we've taken off the cobs that were on there, some of them. There's a few smaller ones here, but they don't feel like there's really anything in them. Or if there is, it's just at the very bottom of the ear, so like all the way down here. So we're going to pull out all of these and check what corn is in there. The tomatoes are still kind of growing as they like. We did try to stake them back up, but they just kind of drop back down. There are some bigger ones here. As I said, they're not really maturing. I don't know if we take them off if they would mature or if they'll just stay green. Got these shaped ones as well. They're just starting to grow. I don't know if it's just where there's like too much vine, so we might have to chop some of that back to encourage the fruits to get larger. Again, these corns have to come out as it looks like they're done growing now. You can see some of them dropping over as well, so we'll clear that out. Spoke to D, he said the callaloo isn't ready yet. Once it starts flowering, then it should be ready to pick. You can see the leaves are quite large, so we'll just wait for that to start flowering and then that should be ready to pick. The cucumber, a few more have grown, are growing now. There's a small one just in here, starting to get bigger. There's one just down here as well. We've got quite a lot of cucumber in the fridge, might have to give those away. I know my mum said one of her friends makes juice, so maybe he can juice those and do something with them so they don't go to waste. The chocho, that's just kind of growing uncontrollably, but nothing's on there yet. Dee has said that we should cut off these, like the ends of the vines, and that should then encourage more growth into the actual plant itself, so hopefully that starts growing more fruits. There's where we took out the cabbages, there's just like weeds coming up in the beds now. The broccoli as well, there's still those flies here. I'm not sure how they came so rampantly this year. They just seem to come out of nowhere. But you can see that's kind of going to flower. I think it's just been quite dry, it's just drying up a bit. The goji berry tree, that's coming back up now. I think pruning it was a good idea. As you can see, a lot of new growth, a lot of new leaves coming up along the stem. Might get rid of these dead branches that don't have anything on them. Doesn't look like they'll regenerate. The Brussels sprouts, they're still growing. Looks like they're starting to get a lot larger now. So hopefully over the next few months they get a bit bigger. And maybe by Christmas we might actually get some Brussels sprouts. We'll see what happens. There's the carrots, a few more sprouts are coming up now. Again, they could be weeds, so just have to keep an eye on that and see what happens. The wasabi plant, you need to give that a slight trim. Might have to just trim it back a bit more. As I said, it just grows as a big root underneath, so we'll just leave that as it is, as it does take a while. So just some plants here. The mango wurzel. This one is starting to spring back up, the ones that I transplanted. So it looks like that was a good idea to just kind of move a few. So hopefully we get at least a few. This is the bigger bucket of them. I might take out a few more. We do have some spare soil. And there will be an empty bed in here, in the polytunnel. But I'm not sure if it's wise to grow them in the polytunnel or if it's best to leave them out here, since they seem to be doing a bit better out here. So I might get another bucket and just transplant a few. Just take you into the polytunnel. You can see the spinach is still coming back up. I'm going to flower. I just cut back some of the flower pods, so that should be okay. The thyme here underneath, that's still springing back up. That just needs watering, so we'll get that done. You can see the pumpkin vine has dried up quite a lot. We did take off the pumpkins as they had been, all the vines had dried out. So you can see just here the ones that we've harvested. So they're quite small in size. I don't know if they've been outside they would have got a lot larger. These ones, I don't know if they're just a smaller variety. There's this one here, but that's not quite ready yet, so we're going to give that one a bit more time. The peppers, they just seem to kind of be drying up quite a bit, so we'll give those a good water in. There's a few on here that need to come off. The dragon fruit that's getting a bit fatter, one of them anyway. The other ones look like they've dried up. The snacking peppers, they're springing back. Looks like something's starting to eat the leaves. I'm not sure what's got onto them. So we'll get some of the diatomaceous earth. Just sprinkle that in there after we've watered. And hopefully that should get rid of anything that's in there. The tomatoes, again, they're kind of dried up. I don't know if they've done their time. A few more are still growing. So we'll just harvest those ones. And then just cut back any of the dried up vines and stems. These peppers back here, you can see they're still drying up quite a bit. I don't know if, because as I said, there's been hardly any rain this summer, so it's been a lot hotter in here, and just a lot hotter in general, so I don't think they've kind of liked as much of the heat. But you can see these ones are maturing, so they just need to come off. One's on this vine as well, so we'll get those ones off. These ones are getting a lot bigger now. They were a lot smaller last year, but this year some of them are getting a lot bigger. So we'll take off these red ones so they don't rot. This is my bed of beetroot. You can see some sprouts starting to come up. I did try to plant them as best as I could in rows so that they're a bit more even and not as bunched up. You can see a few sprouts coming through. I just kind of plant them as like white, red, and then these ones at the back are mystery ones, so they haven't started to like germinate as yet. This is a bucket of swede. The stems are getting a lot fatter now, so hopefully that's a good sign, and we might get some swede. So just leave that as it is. That has been watered. So those are the jobs that we've got to do for the moment. We'll get onto those and then we'll be back with you. Hi everyone, so as you can see we've cleared out all the sweet corn stems as they were all dried out, so we've just cleared that, just remove that. I'm not sure if chard is coming back up through the bed or if it's beetroot, like one of the two, because I know they grow quite similar leaves, but you can see a few plants springing up in between and this big one back here, so might just leave those and see what happens. The tomatoes now have got a bit more kind of space and a bit more light from where the vines from the sweet corn were blocking that. I did check online on how jicama grows. It said it grows as a vining plant and then the roots grow underneath. So I've just put some stakes in just to help that, to see if it will vine up and grow a bit better. And then it also said to pinch out any flowers that come up. That just encourages more growth down to the roots as they grow kind of similar to beetroot, only they vine. So we'll see how that goes over the next couple of weeks. You can see a few larger pods on the beans now coming up. Might take off some of these smaller flowers just to see if it would encourage more pods to grow. You can see what we got from the harvest, just some sweet corn. They are small, so we're going to take them home and just see what corn is in them. Any that aren't matured we'll just get rid of. You can see we've got quite a few pumpkins, cucumber and some chilies here. So that's it for us today. Thank you for watching our videos. Remember to like, share and subscribe. If you want to leave us a comment, please leave us a comment of any tips you've got or anything we should look into growing for next year that might work better for a hot summer. Hopefully next year won't be as hot and we'll actually get some rain. So thank you all, and we'll see you in the next video.